Alrighty, we are, the goal is to get the driver's side spark plugs out. And then if those look okay, try to get one of the timing cover sides off, just to make sure the belt's on there. And then we're going to squirt some oil in the cylinders and try to rotate it over by hand. And with any luck, fingers crossed, it does. And then we can go from there. So, first thing, I'm going to get this out of the way. And yeah, get that out of the way. Man, okay. Oh boy, that ain't gonna work. Well, let's do real quick. Got something in there, I think. Alrighty, let's, even though I don't know if I'm going to put these back in. These also don't look original, but, let's see, this one was, this one was four. This one was 2. This one's a diamond. This is 4. So what I think I'm finding here is that 2 of the coils got replaced at some point, and 2 of them are original. Because I believe man, I put that on there a lot tighter than I thought I would. Yeah, this one's not original. I think this one is. Yep. So the two coils that are coming apart are original. And it looks like at some point they replaced the other ones. let's get these. I only put these back in here like a turn or two, so it shouldn't be. I say that now, and then watch me not be able to get them out. So we are going to try to rotate the motor over. I'm probably going to take off these accessory belts to make my life a little bit easier. Yep.
That's mommy. That spells mommy.
It does. These are probably all gonna break. Oh, not that one. I might just cut these, just make my life easy. 'Cause I don't feel like with this shit. There we go. There we go. Alright, let me switch batteries. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully it rotates. I mean, if it doesn't, at least I know, right? bolt's still in there. Alright, here we go. Hopefully I can get this in there. Yeah, of course not. Let me go get a shorter one. Okay, I might take this rad hose off, but I should just pull the whole radiator out, to be honest. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go clockwise. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I don't think it's definitely not locked up. Alright, so I don't need this giant breaker bar. Let me go get a ratchet. Alright. Grab the ratchet. Alright, one turn, that's all I'm asking. Yeah, nice. Nice. All right, I will take that. That should be. All right, cool. Nice. Nice. So, with that, we're gonna plug that in. We're gonna plug this in. Yep. We're gonna move these. I'm going to clear all this stuff off. We're going to put the mass airflow, I'm going to plug that back in just for you know, shits and giggles. Alright, got the battery hooked back up. I just threw the air box on so I could get that the airflow sensor hooked up, and yeah, we're gonna give it just a little blip or two just to see if it, you know, rotates of its own power. I know it rotates by hand. Just gonna try to get it to just literally crank over. Not expecting anything. If that checks out, I'm going to find a used set of the correct spark plugs that I have from my Forester XT, and I'm going to find coil packs that I also had from the Forester, which are OEM and are perfectly fine. Wow, look at that. It's just right in there. And I'm going to put those on, and then we will get around to actually seeing if it will try to, or if it wants to start. So here we go. Car alarm's probably going to go off. I haven't haven't programmed the new key fob yet, so just bear with it. Alright, I dug through my multiple boxes of junk and found the original coil packs for the Forester. So they should be the same. And these are good. I did have this one, which when the motor kind of finally gave its last hurrah years ago, it split this boot. Funny enough, this got replaced because the car kept overheating, you know, and we were trying to nurse it along to the point where we could, you know, do a build and rebuild. The car kind of forced our hand. The intermittent overheating back and forth cracked the spark plug, put a hairline crack where the spark plug goes, and it was enough to separate. When it warmed up, it blew the spark plug up into the coil pack, like way up here. Yeah, so that was and then we initiated the rebuild on that car. But then when I got the Forester tuned the first time, they wanted a fresh set of coil packs, so we did that. So these are the old ones, which are still perfectly fine. And then back there, 2 boxes of plugs, a new set and an old set, which only has like 10K on them. I got a code on one of these, I think, but it was unwarranted. It wasn't the plugs. So those are still good, and I think for the purpose of just seeing if this thing will fire, they will suffice. I don't really want to put the new ones in unless I really had to. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get set up and we will throw these in, and then maybe, with any luck, we can give it a real test. Alright, we are going to get these used good plugs in with the old but good, hopefully still, coil packs from the Forester, and we're going to give this thing a rip. And by rip I mean gently, very gently try to start it. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure the gas is cooked. It doesn't smell terrible, but I don't know how long it's been in there, so. Alright, we got it buttoned up. All the coil packs are in. That's back in. Wash my hands. So we're gonna try to turn this thing over. Oh, it's hot in here. Alright, we're in neutral. If it starts, we're not gonna let it go real long, that's for sure. Ugh. What? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. Bro. So battery, fuck, bro. Oh my God. Yo, it started. It started. Holy shit. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Oh my God. That was flawless. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. It's smoking like a beast. Smoking like a... Oh my Lord. That's cool though. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I am shocked. I am floored. I'm floored. I am floored. This is probably terrible content. But, so let's see. I'll let it, not gonna let it run too much longer because I know it doesn't have any coolant in it. But wow, man, wow. That's amazing. Smoking something horrible. That's okay though. Dude, amazing. Freaking amazing. I'm shocked. Crazy. Alright. Let me shut this off. Alright, so since by some miracle it fired up with seemingly no problems, I just dumped some coolant and then it was very thirsty, probably dry everywhere, so I filled some distilled water just to get it, you know, try to burp it, see if I could run it a little longer. I grabbed the spare belt. I'm gonna pop that on here real quick, and then we're gonna fire it up again and see what we get. All right, so here we go. Second start with coolant in and the belt connected for the alternator. Wow, dude, wow. Started right up. Holy crap. Alright, we're gonna watch that temperature gauge. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked. I'm practically speechless. That I don't. Man, I don't know. Copart said they tried to start it, it wouldn't start. So, I mean, the truck driver dropped it off, said they don't try real hard. And they definitely did not try very hard, because, man, I've had cars in far better condition that have not started anywhere near, as easy as this thing did. Wow. Alright, well, we're gonna let this thing cook, man. We're gonna let it warm up and burp, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here, because this has been more successful than I could have hoped for, to be honest. And maybe it was those busted up coils, or the mismatched spark plug. Who knows why they couldn't get it started. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it run. My battery's almost dead anyway, so awesome. I hope everybody stays tuned for this project. Yeah, I mean, this just made my life a little bit easier. Alright, everybody, I will see you on the next video. Cheers.